Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to ChriswithaC RC. Thanks very much for joining. Today, the Wltoys 144010. I got it right that time. I've made some changes to this, I'll explain why. So what we'll do in a second is we'll just dive down on the car and we'll go from there. And I'm going to be running it. And fingers crossed, we should be getting a little bit more speed out of it. And one of the problems I had with the car was there was a slight amount of delay when I was using the car. So from the point of pressing the trigger to when the car was going, kind of in some ways made it unpredictable. I enjoyed the car. It was a lot of fun. And the reason why I'm doing this video is this little car has been one of the most watched cars on the channel. So therefore, I do a little bit more content on there, guys. But I'll pause the video now. I'm just going to probably make a cup of tea and we can go from there. Cup of tea, idiot, cup of tea. Cup of tea. Tea. Lovely. So now we're with tea. Tea is good. Right, okay, so what do we want to talk about? So the 144010, it's been a bit of a love-hate relationship with this car, right? And I'll explain why in a second. But bouncing back to this controller. The controller is actually really, really nice to use. I didn't have any issues with it. And I also like the fact they can thumb steer. Great. But there was quite a big problem with this car. And the main problem for me was actually... I'll just pause the video and I'll grab it for you. So the main problem was actually this little receiver. This little receiver, unfortunately, was starting to give us some delay issues. Now, yes, it works. You can actually use the car, as you've seen with the previous videos. I had no issues actually using the vehicle, but it didn't give you a linear feel for when you press the button to when the car actually moved. So what we've done, guys, all right, and firstly, I want to thank Mr. Gary Butler, a friend of mine on Facebook, and also a friend of the channel, comes on here quite often, for sending me over this, I think it's called, hang on, let me have a look. Yeah, SRX 200 by Spectrum. So I've put that in the vehicle, and I've teamed it up with, again, he sent me this for the purpose of the video, this transmitter, which is the STX2, and that basically was what was causing the delays. Now, the other things I've done to the car, right? So basically, I've taken it all out, and we had a few different plans. I did purchase this motor, which was, let's have a look. Is that right? No, that's not the wrong one. I haven't got the box here now. But anyway, that is a 2548 5000 kV motor from Surpass. I only paid £10 for it, guys. And I thought, well, look, okay, the car came with a 4300 or 4400 motor. More kVs equals more power. So there's a few other things I've done. If you notice as well, I've got some aluminium hubs at the back of the car. There you go. All right. Now, I did have them on the front. And as you can see, we've got different nuts there as well. The aluminium hubs, guys, I put them in. I ran the vehicle just as a test run outside, and what happened was basically the little screw and nut that goes into the top of the hub decided to shear itself off. So unfortunately, it looks like those aluminium hubs really don't like metal screws. They kept on coming loose. Now, I had two options. What I could have done is Loctited them in, but I decided to go back with a plastic, and what I've actually done is upgraded the top of them, as you can see, to 2mm flathead hex screws, top and bottom. And yeah, it does seem to work lovely now. I have ordered also a, what's it called now? A JX servo, So that's going to be coming soon as well. So we're going to mount that on there. But I've actually, as you can see, taken it all apart. Now, there was one other idea I had. And I'm still toying with the idea. So as you know, I purchased this motor. Alright. Which is a 3652, 3000 kV, easy run SLG2 hobby wing. Alright. And we can, if we wanted to, put it in there. But just anyone who wants to do that conversion, you are going to need the brushless motor mount and also the 27 tooth pinion. Now, this ESC, I don't think it will run it, but it's not going to give it enough punch really for that motor. So what I've done also, I've butchered a BLX 100 that I had knocking about. So as you can see, I put my own connectors on there. We have to take off the casing on the BLX 100, and then you've got basically a standard ESC, but that is 100 amp ESC, so that and that paired up together. So I'm going to run this, see how I feel about it, and then if needs be, we'll pop those in there. I will need to change this connector here, or I'll need to change the connectors on the batteries, one of the two. So I think EC5s. So we're able, I don't think this ESC is 3S capable. I have been reading up a few bits and bobs. But yeah, we might even pop that in the car. Now the only thing about putting that in, I've noticed, that the body, you're unable to actually put back on the vehicle. Alright, so you would need to order something like a Fat Body's Attack body to go on there. But yeah. The other plan we've got, guys, and I want to thank, obviously, another person, Gaz Kingvely, a friend of mine, is we could speed run this vehicle. Now, I did set it up for speed running, and as you can see, these little holes at the back, I did set the droop and brought the car down nice and low and put the contacts on, but I had a change of heart. I wanted to run it with that motor and see what it's like. The other thing is, just to be aware, guys, all right, this car comes with a 19 tooth pinion. It's an absolute pain in the backside to get off. What you will is you will need to use a soldering iron or something like that, basically just to apply some heat to the actual grub screw that's in there. Because when I tried taking mine off, I had a massive issue with basically it just wouldn't come off. Did manage to get a pinion off. But then I thought, right, okay, I'll Dremel into the hole to actually get the grub screw out. I'm not sure what Wltoys are using to actually set these screws, but it's definitely not Loctite, let's put it that way. So I had to order another pinion, and yeah, now we're back with this option. But it does look nice, you know, it fits in there all lovely. The first test run was interesting. I hit a car and we bent the drive shaft, so that's all straightened back out now. I'm going to drink my cup of tea. The next thing on this car, you will actually see it running. I've charged up the batteries, which are behind me. Let's take it out. Let's give it a run. So, just to recap, we've got the SRX 200 transmitter from Spectrum. We've got a Surpass, I think it's a 2845 motor, 5000 kV. And we're also using the STX transmitter from Spectrum as well, guys, okay? And all this is several things. Manage the delay issue, and also a power upgrade. Oh, one other thing, guys. I did order a new spoiler. So that spoiler is from the LC Racing EMBT. And I've also got some EMBT truggy wheels coming. So I'm tempted to turn this into a truggy. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see when we're actually doing more to the car. But yeah. Quite busy, really, to be honest with you, with it. So, pause the video here. Let's dive down and we'll go from there. Right, guys, so we're up in Garth Park, as you can see. It's one of them spots, guys, I just love up here. Really quiet and nice. Nice and chilled. Taking the small but mighty 144010 for a spin. Like I said, upgrades I've done to the vehicle, as I mentioned earlier on in the previous part of the video. So I'm just going to pop the batteries in now quickly, and we'll take it for a run and I'll tell you how I feel about it. Right, guys, just started spitting my rain, yeah, so I'm going to try and get some footage of it running quickly before it's starting to get too wet, yeah. Controller on. handset on. Got steering. It's very, very slippery at the moment. Oh, you've got enough power to get a wheelie out of it, that's for sure. Yeah, weather's not great here, mind. It's definitely got more get up and go. And throttle is 110% easier to control. Got enough power to get it through. 5,000 kV, doesn't seem to vex it at all. Yeah, big improvement. And bearing in mind this is only on 2S. Ooh, bit of an hard hit. Whoa. Yeah, it's starting to get slippery now, so I think these tyres are going to struggle. Definitely need some better tyres. Send it up. Even on 2S, this is flying now. Whoop. And there seems to be more range with it as well. So that receiver and transmitter is definitely making a difference. So what has this car cost us so far? Well, the wing was about £7. I got that from AliExpress. Transmitter and receiver, well, that was actually free, but if you're going to do it, I know you can get a Dumbo RC for around about £25. That includes the receiver, and it'll have a gyro on there as well. Car was £100, and the battery was, what was it, £14, I believe? Not a lot. So yeah, I mean, a lot of fun. Parts are easy to get hold of because there's so many cars based on the same models, but it's a lot of fun basically for not a lot of money. That delay issue I had has definitely gone away. Car's way more drivable now. Feel like I've got control of it. Whoop, wheelie. And actually, I feel like I can, you know, especially when it's starting to spin out, I can grab the car mid-corner. Definitely seems to have done the job, mine. Oh yeah, I'm enjoying this. You can do, oh, we've got a twig stuck. That £10 motor mine. I had someone asking on the Wltoys World Facebook group, you know, what would it bog down with a 5,000 kV? Well, you got to remember here, guys, this car weighs not a lot at all. So 2S, 5,000 kV, no issues at all. As you can see, I'm having no issues controlling it. It's a shame really that it's not drier here, but it is what it is. It's actually a lot of fun sliding it about everywhere. Let's bring it up here. So see, I've got loads of low down throttle control now, and the brakes are not overly tough. They're great fun, these 114 scales, so much so I'm actually looking at another one now. I'm going to pause the video a second. Right guys, so we're back. Sorry about that. We had loads of people asking about them and stuff like that, and there's a little girl on a bike, so I didn't want to get away. But yeah, so far I'm quite impressed actually. Servo's really good. Everything seems to be a lot snappier compared to where it was. I am having some issues where it's very slippery at the moment, but that's not the car's fault. That's literally down to the tyres and obviously the ground is running on. But being able to control it and bash it, I think we're done with the battery here. Yeah, I think we'll change the battery over quickly now and we'll carry on with the video. But I'm impressed. It's a fun little car, this. Fun little car. I'll tell you what, while we're on camera, let's just quickly swap the battery. Get some of this debris out here. But people are saying that they can't bash them. They can definitely bash them, that's for sure. But let's feel the motor. Not even warm really. It's a lot of fun really, especially for the 100 quid that you're actually spending. Alright, granted, yes, I've done a few little upgrades. I need to find a better way of keeping the SE stuck in, but there's a lot, when you're trying to get into the hobby, you obviously look at cheaper options, and yeah, alright, this isn't going to be sort of something you can send off 25-foot jumps and stuff, but you know, up in a park, I'm out of the way, I'm having a bit of fun. It's not bad at all. And the parts, as I said, are so cheap for this car that if it does break, it breaks. You know, you just basically look at the next part you can upgrade and go from there. But I have got to find a better way of keeping the batteries and everything all mounted in. We've got a new fresh battery in there now, another 2-cell. Well, let's go again. As you see, there's no issues on the rough stuff. Like, as I say, 5,000 kV motor on 2S is plenty. Bring it back down. It's definitely got some balls. Trying to manage the slippery floor Let's take it on the grass. It's a lot of fun. Tumbled right at the wrong place. You can see all the marks where we've been doing some turns and jumps and right, I need to get down here. Let's have a look. Let's go. Definitely need some better tyres though. I would call that a success. Ooh. I wish it was drier today. I think what I'll do, turn the steering rate down a slight bit. Just make it a little bit more manageable. Oh. That 5,000 kV motor though, it's superb. Let's bring it back down. Hopefully we can keep it nice and straight. Hot on the brakes. Let's bring it down this way. Oh, bit too slippery over here actually. Good thing is about all these cars, guys, waterproof. So doesn't matter about the weather, we can still get out with them. A lot of fun. Oh, whoops. These tyres are absolute trash for this weather, that's for sure. So I'm impressed, very impressed. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Whoop. Take it back on the grass. In some ways, because it doesn't cost a lot of money, you're not really that bothered about it colliding with something either. Definitely made the drivability right. So my point of doing this video was, did we get rid of the delay? 100% we did. Whoop, let's get rid of this twig. I would say it's much more drivable, a lot more controllable, especially at the lower speeds. There's no delay from the point of hitting the throttle. I can actually feather the throttle in now, rather than you had that point basically of where you had that point of basically where the car was running slow, and then all of a sudden nothing in between, and then flat out, which obviously, especially in wet conditions and stuff like this, kind of defeats the object of why you see what I mean. You can actually control it in a corner when the back end steps out a little bit now, so you can put a little bit of power. Whoop. Yeah, getting the hang of it now, it's starting to dry up a little bit. Whoop. So, I hope you liked the video, guys. I'm going to stop here because I am going to be recording a video on the FTX DR8, but the whole point of this video was, have we solved the issue with the Wltoys 144010? 110%, different controller, different receiver, and you've got yourself a nice little basher, or possibly even a speedrun car like a lot of guys do. These back tyres are really not helping, so I am going to be changing those out soon. But great fun, especially for the money. I haven't spent a lot on this one, and for someone who's looking to get into RC, you could definitely do a lot worse. But I'll pause the video and we'll go from there. Hi guys, so as you can see, 144010, absolutely cracking for the money. We do seem to have solved the delay issue. Car's holding up great. These little steering upgrades I did to the top of the plastic ones, I think that's a good idea for anyone. I've had a few knocks, as you can see the back tyres starting to go now. Another thing, this rear wing, the MBT, definitely pick one of those up, because if that was the one that came with the car, that would have been trashed by now with the amount of times I ended up. But I would say that's a good success. So hope you enjoyed the video. Somewhere around in this box will be more videos for you to watch if you're enjoying the channel. And until next time guys, stay safe.